Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter Gilmore here on this late Friday night, back again with another edition of the Gilmore Chronicles, right here on the official home of the Gilmore Chronicles, TGC Reborn. This is episode number 182 of the Gilmore Chronicles Reborn series. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit the subscribe button down below, and subscribe to all my other channels, which are down below in the description box. And as always, follow me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. Share this video all over the internet and tap that bell to turn on all my notifications so you never miss an upload. And hopefully YouTube can send out my videos. If not, well, fuck them. They're like an absentee ballot that won't get counted. So I'm getting fucked the same way Trump's getting fucked. But it is what it is. And that's all I gotta say about that. So like, share, subscribe, leave questions for a future Q&A, and don't forget to tap that bell and turn on all my notifications. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on this soon-to-be very late Friday night, November the 6th, 2020, or if you're watching now from somewhere else, it is now November the 7th, 2020, the first weekend of November. Going to be really warm here in the Northeast, in the 70s. Yes. And then get back down to the 50s next weekend, which sucks. So we get a little bit an end of spring feel, but it is what it is, and that's that. But it's fall, but we're getting a late spring feel, but it is what it is, and that's that. So on this late Friday night on TGC 182, as the title below says, it's time for another predictions video, as always here on the TGC Reborn channel. And on this video, I'm going to give you my 2020 AEW Full Gear 2 review. Not review. Predictions. Review will come tomorrow. So I'm going to give you my Full Gear 2 predictions, as Full Gear comes your way tomorrow night, live from Daly's Place in Jacksonville, Florida. And looks to be a big card, the final pay-per-view of the year for AEW. So they want to go out with a good old-fashioned bang. So we'll see what happens. I got a pretty stacked card. Got 8 matches plus the buy-in, which is going to be at, I believe, 7:30. And some good stuff on the show. And if you want to talk about it, the chat room's open. We'll talk a little bit. I don't want to talk too long. I want to go to bed because I got to get up tomorrow. I got to go to work at 4 o'clock. So I want to have some sleep and then some more sleep after that. That's that. And then after after tomorrow, 5 straight days off. Love it. But I'll probably, one of those days I'll probably have to work. But so technically, maybe a 5 days off, maybe 2 days, maybe 3 days off, and then a day. Then I might have to go in on Wednesday, and then off Thursday, and then go back in Friday and Saturday. But it's different hours on next weekend, so pretty short weekend, pretty short work week next week, which is good. But we'll see. Not totally good, but it is what it is. Gonna make the money you wish you had, and that's all I gotta say about that. All right, so let's get into it. Let's get into Full Gear 2. And that's that. All right, we start off with the buy-in, which this match was announced yesterday, late last night. About late last night, and now put on the buy-in, the pre-show. It's going to be for the NWA World Women's Championship. We got the new champion Serena Deeb taking on former NWA World Women's Champion and newest signee to AEW. Well, I don't know if she's signed to AEW. I think she's just doing the pay-per-view. We have Miss Allison Kay. When NWA came back, she was the Women's World Champion, and then proceeded to lose that belt to Thunder Rosa. And then Thunder Rosa lost the belt to Serena Deeb at a UWF show about 2 weeks ago. So And Thunder Rosa is now a free agent. We don't know where she's going to be, even though she signed to NWA for the next 2 years. So we'll see what happens if she's going to finish her contract out and then go to AEW, or be in AEW and NWA. And the other promotion, I think, was Mission Pro Wrestling, or Mission Wrestling Pro, something like that. And I think it's MPW, which is what's. But this should be a pretty good match. I just don't think Serena Deeb's gonna lose the belt 2 weeks after getting it and losing it back. Not losing it back, but losing it to Allison Kay. Allison Kay regaining it, and then we don't know what's gonna happen with that. But of course, there's no NWA tapings right now. We don't know what's going on with the NWA, but they seem to have a partnership with AEW, so we'll see what happens with that. It could, they could have 2 women's world titles, or just fuse those belts and make it the official AEW World Women's Championship, but we'll see. You don't know. So I'm going to go with Serena Deeb to beat Allison Kay. It's going to be a hard-hitting match. Allison's going to probably beat the living big Jesus out of Serena, and then near the end, we'll probably get Serena coming back and then shocking Allison Kay with a roll up or some type of move. So I think Serena Deeb will retain the NWA Women's World Championship, and then we'll see what happens with her and the NWA Women's World Championship after that. So like I said, Serena Deeb will get the victory, and that's pretty much all I got to say about that. All right, there we go to the main show. I'm gonna take these in different order, not from the Wikipedia page. I'm gonna start off with our good buddy, one of the best friends. Give me a hug. We have the man who puts his hands down his pants, Orange Cassidy, takes on number 4 of the Dark Order, and his name is John Silver, Johnny Hungy. So this should be a pretty interesting match. We saw last week where the Dark Order beat up on Chucky T and Trent after Miro beat him up, and then Orange Cassidy comes out and he takes care of Orange Cassidy comes out and takes care of John Silver, laying him out. He hits the Orange Crush with a Superman punch and knocking John Silver out. And that's how this match came about. It was supposed to be on the buy-in, but now they moved it up to the main show, which I think is good. Maybe it'll start off with that. I don't know. They might. I think they might start off with either that or the women's title match, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. So, like I said, this match should be pretty good. You're going to have the Dark Order at ringside, Evil Uno, Stu Grayson, maybe Anna Jay, and Alex Reynolds, maybe 5 and 10 will be there. I don't think Mr. Brody Lee will be there because we haven't seen him in a couple weeks. I don't know what happened to him. Maybe all the chilies he ate probably ran through his ass or something like that. I don't know. But, and your food is ready. Probably Chili's, but it is what it is. I had Domino's. So maybe Domino's is at the door again. I'm not going to go to the door. But so I'm going to go with Orange Cassidy to pick up the victory. And I just don't see John Silver getting the win, even though a lot of people want him to get a monster push. And he's probably going to win the BTE championship on Being the Elite this Monday in the Gator Golf tournament. I think he's going to get the win and get the BTE championship, though it's not really a major championship, but it's just like a YouTube championship. But so he'll be the BTE champion, and maybe defend it on Dark. I don't know, but or just have it. But we'll see what happens with that. So Orange Cassidy will get the win, and that's pretty much all I got to say about that. All right, and after that, we get to the Women's World Championship match for the AEW Women's World Championship. We got Hikaru Shida the champion, the long-reigning champion, taking on her arch nemesis and number one contender, Nyla Rose, the native beast, with "Excuse me," Vicky Guerrero at ringside. Should be a hard-hitting match. We saw this match at Double or Nothing in that hardcore match where Kuroshita won the match back in April. And she's held it ever since. She's held it for about 7 months now. Just about 7 months. And, you know, we saw this past Wednesday, they had an altercation. They started brawling in the crowd. So this is going to come to a head, you know, the second meeting between Shida and Nyla. So it's going to be a hard-hitting match. Nothing hardcore like their last match. It's going to be a straight-up one-on-one match. I do see Vicky Guerrero getting involved somehow because of distraction. But in the end, I'm going to go with Nyla Rose to retain the belt. Not retain. It's going to get back the belt for the second time and beat Hikaru Shida, ending her long reign of almost a little over 200 days. Excuse me. So, you know, the Hikaru Shida's run's going to end. Nyla's going to get the belt back. Probably hold it for a while. I don't know. I just don't know who she will lose it to. And they'll probably have a rematch maybe on TV before the year is out, and then, you know, Hikaru will probably still be like the number one contender for the next couple months, and then maybe get a third match at Revolution for the belt. But we'll see what happens with that. But if Nyla holds on to it till Double or Nothing, I think she'll lose it at Double or Nothing. Probably, maybe the Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, baby. But I don't know if that's going to happen because, you know, two heels going at it for the belt. I don't see that happening. But I like, unless Dr. Britt Baker turns face over the next couple of months, but we'll see. So I'm going with Nyla to pick up the victory, get the belt back for the second time. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. And we will move on from there. That's that. All right, there we get to our next match. Broken Matt Hardy. Well, Matt Hardy taking on his arch nemesis, Sammy Guevara, in the Elite Edition match, which is going to be all cinematic and filmed at the Hardy compound. This is going to be pretty sick. It's probably, I don't think it's going to be match of the night, but it could be pretty much up there. Probably be a 3.5, maybe 4-star match. There's probably going to be a lot of surprises in this match. You know, like Vanguard 2, Vanguard 3 will be around. Senor Benjamin might make an appearance. Rebby Hardy might make an appearance. Matt's kids, Wolfgang, Maxwell, and Bartholomew might make an appearance. We're not gonna see, you know who. That's Jeff Hardy, dude. We're not gonna see him. I would love to, but unless they like they have like a cardboard cutout of Willow or something like that, you know. But, you know, and everybody's like, oh, Jeff Hardy's in AEW. Gonna make videos. Jeff Hardy was in AEW, made his AEW debut. No, it's just a cardboard cutout, you idiots. He wasn't physically there. So, yeah, we'll probably have the Inner Circle in there too. Maybe or Santana Ortiz might show up. I don't know about Jake Hager. I think Jake Hager will be in Jericho's corner with Santana Ortiz and maybe Sammy Guevara, but I don't know if Sammy's going to be actually at the physical pay-per-view, but we'll see. This is going to be pretty intense and, like I said, cinematic, almost like the Graveyard match with AJ Styles and the Undertaker. the haunted House of Terror match between Dexter Lumis and Cameron Grimes. The same things like we've seen in NXT as well. I think this will be the first cinematic match. Unless you want to think of the Stadium Stampede match, which is kind of cinematic. Not really cinematic, but it is what it is. So I think this will probably be the first cinematic match in AEW history. I'm going to go with Matt Hardy to pick up the victory. I think he'll probably bury Sammy Guevara in the lake of reincarnation. Maybe Sammy comes back as somebody else. I don't know who he could come back as. Maybe just himself. But Matt Hardy will probably be. We'll probably see the multiverse of Matt Hardy. We'll see the Brood version of Matt Hardy. We'll see Matt Hardy version 1. We'll see Money Matt Hardy. We'll see Team Extreme Matt Hardy, and then we'll probably see Broken Matt Hardy. Yes, and we'll see that. So it should be fun. But like I said, I'm gonna go with Matt Hardy to beat Sammy Guevara. I mean, it will make no sense for Sammy Guevara to beat Matt at his own game, but you never know. The way that AEW is really kind of treating Matt, after Sammy coming out and giving him the twist of fate on the ramp, on the entrance ramp this past Wednesday when Matt was coming out with Private Party. After Matt dressed up as Serpentico and hit Sammy in the gut during his match against MJF and Wardlow. So I think it's going to come to a head, and I think Matt Hardy's going to pick up the victory, but I will not be surprised if Sammy picks up the victory as well. But I'm going with Matt, and that's that. All right. Speaking of Wardlow, let's get into Chris Jericho, the champion, the demo god, taking on everybody's favorite small man, the man that has a small micro penis, MJF, Maxwell Jacob Freeman. He'll have Wardlow in his corner. And if MJF wins, he is allowed to join the Inner Circle. Now, with Wardlow join, I don't know. That since they're a package deal, I would assume they would. But then again, if MJF does win, I think, he'll just say, Wardlow, I don't need you anymore. And then Wardlow will go on his monster face push. So we'll see what happens with that. It's going to be hard-hitting. It's going to be a good match. I don't think it's going to be a great match. Maybe it might be a great match. Might be, I would say, maybe 3.5, maybe 3 3/4 stars, maybe 4 stars tops. But it is what it is. I do see Wardlow getting involved. I do see maybe Jake Hager getting involved. Maybe Santana and Ortiz. Kind of like a big clusterfuck during the match. But as much as I'm a big Jericho mark. Not that I like Fozzy that much, but I'm gonna go with MJF to win. He's gonna join the Inner Circle for a little bit, and then I don't see the Inner Circle like getting powerful like they were before, but I think MJF will join the Inner Circle and they'll somehow kick out Jericho, and Jericho will just go his own way and then beat up everybody in the Inner Circle until he faces MJF. Whom by then he'll probably have the world title. And then MJF will feud with Wardlow after he kicks him out. Or he just says, I don't want you, we don't need you in the Inner Circle. But we'll see. I don't know what might happen this Wednesday night on the program. But I'm going to go with MJF to pick up the victory, join the Inner Circle, and we'll see what happens from after that. So that's all I got to say about it. So I'm going with MJF, probably by some chicanery. Jericho says you're soft, and then MJF's like, you're going to be soft? I'll show you soft. So it'll probably be a hard-hitting match. I don't think they'll probably use chairs. They'll probably use, I don't know, they might use a table, because there's really no DQs in AEW, so they'll probably go all at it and hard hitting and everything, but we'll see what happens with that. So I'm going to go with Maxwell Jacob Freeman to pick up the victory, and join the Inner Circle, and that's that. And we will move on from there. All right, after that, we get to the AEW World Championship Eliminator Tournament Finals. The winner receives a future AEW World title shot. We got Hangman Adam Page taking on Kenny Omega. This should be awesome. I think this will be one of the matches of the night. Gonna go hard hitting, probably a 4. I don't know if they're gonna go 4.5. I think probably about a 4-star match, but it's gonna be good. You know, Kenny, the king of tournaments. We've seen what he's done in tournaments. I mean, especially the G1 when he winning in 2016. I think it was 2016, and he did pretty well in 2017. Then we didn't lost. I forgot who, but didn't make it. You know, there. So he knows a thing or two about tournaments, especially video game tournaments as well. And he's going up against Hangman Adam Page, who had a battle through just to get to the finals. He beat Colt Cabana, and then he went to the semis. Had a hard hitting match with Wardlow. Came from behind and beat him to get to the finals. Kenny beat Sonny Kiss in 25 seconds. Then he was supposed to face Ray Phoenix, but then Ray Phoenix hurt his neck, and he had a forfeit the match. So Pentagon Zero got that and had a pretty good match last week on the program. Kenny got the win with One Winged Angel. So, but you knew when this tournament started, when Adam Page and Hangman Adam Page and Kenny were in the tournament, you knew that was going to come down to Hangman Adam Page and Kenny Omega in the finals. And so this is going to come to a head. It's going to be a great match. And as much as I love both guys, not like that, but I'm big fans of both guys. You know, Hangman Adam Page looking for something to prove, trying to get to that back to get back to being the number one contender, possibly winning the belt. But I don't see it happening. I think Kenny's gonna win. This tournament was made for Kenny. Obviously, he's gonna win. Beat the crap out of Hangman, and then he'll win. So he'll win the match and go on to face either Moxley or Eddie Kingston for the AEW World Title and win that. And then he'll hold the belt into 2021, going through Revolution, and then excuse me, going towards Double or Nothing 3. So we'll see what happens with that when we get there. And I think by the time Hangman Adam Page will become number one contender after Kenny turns heel on him and becomes the Cleaner, the 2016 version of the Cleaner. But we'll see. And yeah, him and probably the Bucks will turn on Hangman Adam Page and turn heel, and then there'll be the heel elite, if you want to put it that way, minus Cody, of course, unless Cody decides to turn heel. But I don't know. That may or may not happen tomorrow night, but I think it's going to happen in the future. But we'll see. So I'm going to go with Kenny to pick up the victory, go on to face either Moxley or Eddie Kingston, beat them probably on Dynamite. I don't think it's going to last all the way till February, and then Kenny gets his title match, and then he holds it for like a month, a little over a month, and then loses it to Hangman Adam Page. So he'll be like a semi-transitional champion. I don't think that's going to happen. I think he's going to win it probably either by the end of this month or maybe next month. So we'll hold it for probably 3, maybe close to 4 months. And then Adam Page will hold it maybe for a month or 2. And then probably MJF will get it next. And then probably after that might be Cody. Though, I don't know. Now he's Cody Rhodes. So maybe it'll come out saying, oh, you know, somebody's like, I'm challenging for, Cody's saying, I'm challenging for the title. And then somebody's like, you're a hypocrite because, you said that you wouldn't fight for the championship. ever again. And then Cody's like, well, that was Cody. I didn't say Cody Rhodes. So, and then Cody somehow will get it. And then after Cody, might go back to either Jericho or might even go back to Kenny, but maybe the middle of the end of the year. Maybe by All Out 3. We'll see. All Out 4, whatever it is. I think it's All Out 3, but we'll see. So I'm gonna go with Kenny to win, and if you don't like it, well, fuck you, man. That's it. All right. After that, we're going to go to the AEW TNT Championship, or the TNT Championship. We got Cody Rhodes, or now it's officially named Cody Rhodes, with his coach Arn Anderson at ringside, taking on, I guess, the number one contender, Darby Allin. Now, this is their third match. Now, we all remember their first match way back, I think it was at All Out 2. They went to a draw, which sucked. And then during the second match where Darby got the chance to face, face Cody or something like that, Cody beat him. So this is the third match. And, Cody winning the belt from Mr. Brody Lee a few weeks ago with his then he had his brown black hair, then he changed it back to blonde. I don't know why, but it is what it is. Him winning the belt and him beating, almost losing to Orange Cassidy 2 weeks ago. Thankfully, that went to a draw, but it is what it is. So he retained. So he's coming up on a big challenge for himself. I think one of his biggest challenges to date, maybe, but it is what it is. Going up against Darby, who's portraying himself as the, I never got picked on the team and this and that. And he runs over, Cody, like a cardboard cutout of Cody, and doing all these vignettes with the skateboard and everything, blah 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 blah. And then Cody cutting that passionate promo this past Wednesday night, saying that he recruited Darby, even though the other EVPs, didn't believe in him. He believed in Darby, and then he's like, I came from the Empire. I beat the Empire, meaning WWE. And he's like, nobody wants Darby to be the face of AEW and get the TNT title. So Cody's kind of maybe, and Cody's like, you don't have it. You don't have what it takes to be the face. So I don't know if Cody's gonna put over Darby or he's gonna beat Darby again and retain. This is too tough to call, but I'm gonna go with Cody to pick up the victory and retain. They really should revisit the Lance Archer storyline. Maybe give it to Lance Archer next. But I think Team Taz will definitely get involved, maybe during or after the match, and continue the storyline with Ricky Starks and Darby Allin and Taz and Brian Cage. Maybe Will Hobbs comes out because they got to continue that little storyline that really didn't finish. So I think Team Taz will come out and distract Darby Allin and cost them the match, and Cody will win somehow, but he'll be pissed off with the win. But maybe give Darby another chance, maybe like a fourth chance. But then again, like I said, they could give it to Darby, and then Darby continues his feud with Team Taz and Ricky Starks, and Ricky Starks gets the belt from Darby. Darby will be like a transitional champion, and then Ricky Starks will hold it for a little, not too long, but he'll lose it, and then probably lose to Will Hobbs. Maybe Will Hobbs gets the title. I don't know. But I do see, Cody. I think Cody will retain. I really don't think he'll put Darby Allin over. But then again, he might. So it could go either way. But I'll go with Cody to pick up the victory. And that's that. All right. Then we get to what I think will be the match of the night, even though the build for it has sucked. For the AEW World Tag Team titles, we got the Revival, FTR. Fuck the Revival. We got Cash Wheeler and Dax Hardwood taking on the Young Bucks. Too sweet me for the love of God. Matt and Nick. And a little caveat in this match: if the Bucks lose, they will never challenge for the AEW World Tag Team Championship again. So basically, doing what Cody did last year when he said, "If I can't beat Jericho, I'll never wrestle for the AEW World Title again." And then we all saw what happened, and the MJF cost on the match, and Jericho retained the title, and then proceeded to lose to Moxley at Revolution, and that was that. And Cody hasn't wrestled for the belt since winning the TNT Championship when that was first introduced. But we'll see what happens like. This is probably, like I said, probably match of the night. You know, like I said, the build has been horrible. I think the Bucks choosing if we lose, we're not gonna get the belts. I think it was a stupid move, but. Now a lot of people's like, oh, the Bucks have to win now, and as we've seen over the last couple of weeks, we don't know what the Bucks are. We don't know if they heel one week, they're kicking the super kicking the cameraman. There's Matt Hardy's breaking Tony Schiavone's phone. They're super kicking Alex Marvez and throwing money in Tony Khan's face. Not that he needs any more money. And then they're saving they're coming out saving people, and now they're all good guys, and everything. So they're kind of tweeners, maybe. I don't know. And Tully Blanchard will be banned from ringside, so that'll suck for FTR. But this is going to be a good match. Matt with his torn MCL, I think it was torn MCL and a partially torn ACL. So his leg is right. I think his right leg is fucked. But the doctors have cleared him for the match. I don't know why. I think he should just stay home and risk further injuring that leg, which FTR looked to do last week, and then Hangman Adam Page came out with Kenny. So I don't know what's going to happen with that situation, but I'm going to go with the Bucks anyway, because I'm a Young Bucks mark and fuck the Revival. But I'm going to go with the Bucks to win. They have to win. It'll make, kind of make no sense if they lose, and then we'll never see them with the tag team belts ever, probably ever. Certainly not next year, but, we'll see what happens with that. So I think the Bucks will win. They'll probably hit the Meltzer driver or more bang for your buck, or maybe the BTE trigger on either on the Revival. I think the Bucks will win, and then maybe we'll see Hangman Adam Page come out and hug them, and then Kenny might come out like, "Oh, the Elite is back," blah blah blah. But then we'll see later, like with Adam Page and Kenny will win and turn heel on Adam Page. Maybe the Bucks will come out and try to stop Kenny, but then they're like, "No, we're not." They're like, "What are you doing, Kenny? What are you doing?" And then Kenny may either beat him up or he'll just stare him down, and then maybe we'll see later. During that match, after that match, the Bucks turn heel and just beat the crap out of FTR. But we'll see what happens. But I'm gonna go with the Bucks to get the belts, which they should have got. When Dynamite started back in October, and they, but they didn't because they lost the Private Party in the first round of the tournament, which SCU won, and then SCU lost it to Adam Page and Kenny, and then Kenny and Hangman Adam Page lost the belts to FTR, and that's pretty much all I got to say about that. That's it. All right, so the Young Bucks will pick up the victory, gain the AEW Tag Team belts, and we'll see what happens with that. And we move on. All right, everybody. Now we get to the main event, which I think will end the show. Should end the show, I would assume. For the AEW World Title, we got an I Quit match. We got the champion Jon Moxley taking on the number one contender, the King, Eddie Kingston, who will probably have his familia there at ringside. You know, the Butcher and the Blade, the Bunny, the Lucha Brothers will probably be involved. So this is gonna be a hardcore to the bone. I think it's gonna go CCW level. We'll probably see barbed wire, chairs being used, maybe tables broken, maybe a ladder. You know, anything under the sun is probably going to be used. Maybe barbed wire explosives. I don't think they're going to go that far, but yeah, it's going to be a hard hitting blood feud. I think we're going to see some blood. We have to. I mean, this match calls for it. So you know, the whole thing with Moxley and Eddie saying that he never got eliminated from the Casino Battle Royale back at All Out, and then when they had the match, the non-title match, I think it was non-title. I'm not sure. You know, Moxley put him in that chokehold, and Eddie never said "I quit." He just fell asleep. So he's got a point. You know, he never made him tap out, and then Eddie's like, I'm telling Moxley, he's like, you can't beat me. You're gonna have to go to that deep dark place where I live. So basically telling him like mostly his CCW stuff or his Chikara stuff, but you know he's gonna have to tell Moxley to channel his CCW stuff. But like I said, it's gonna be a freaking hellacious match, violent, maybe some blood. I'd love to see both men get busted wide open and just dripping blood, like a big blood match. But I think in the end, I'm going to go with Moxley to win. I just don't see Eddie Kingston winning, even though a lot of people saying they don't see Eddie Kingston saying "I quit." I don't think they're going to go the route of Rock, Mankind back at the Royal Rumble 96, 97, I think it was, or 98. I don't remember what year, where Mankind basically got the shit beat out of him, and then we heard, him say "I quit," though we never officially heard Mick Foley say "I quit." You know, they had the taped recorder, so I don't think they're gonna go that route. So they might do something with Kingston is maybe is with barbed wire around the mouth, around the head, or something like that, or it's just he's gonna be in some very dire situation that he can't get out of, and Eddie Kingston I think is finally gonna say "I quit," and Moxley's gonna retain, go on to face Kenny. Probably before Thanksgiving or after Thanksgiving, probably by the end of the year. Kenny will get the belt, and like I said, Kenny will hold the belt to Double or Nothing, and he'll lose it to Hangman Adam Page. And that's probably what. And then Adam Page will probably lose to MJF, and we move on from there as we get to All Out 3. But we shall see. So, like I said, Moxley will pick up the victory in a bloodbath. There's got to be a lot of blood in this match. It'll be a great match, probably like a 3.5-star match, maybe 4 if it gets really, really, really violent and just insane. But we'll see. I think the Hangman Adam Page Kenny Omega match will probably be still the show, or the maybe FTR and the Bucks. But will be the match of the night. But we'll see. But like I said, Moxley will retain and probably face Kenny, and that's all I gotta say about that. So yeah. So to sum up, and then I'll get to the chat in a minute. We got somebody in the chat, so talk about that. So to sum up, my predictions are: I got Serena Deeb retaining the NWA Women's World Championship on the buy-in. And for the main show, I got Orange Cassidy to beat John Silver. I got MJF to beat Chris Jericho, and him and Wardlow will join the Inner Circle. I got Nyla Rose to beat Hikaru Shida and get the AEW Women's World Championship for the second time. I got Matt Hardy defeating Sammy Guevara in that Elite Deletion match. I got Jon Moxley to defeat Eddie Kingston, make you say I quit, and retain the AEW World Title. I got the Bucks to beat FTR and gain the AEW World Team Tag Team Championships. I just don't see them losing, and then they'll never challenge for the titles again. I really don't see. I don't know who FTR could lose to at this point. Might be the Best Friends. I don't know. We'll see. But I think the Bucks will win, so I'm going to go with the Bucks to win the World Tag Team Championships. I got Cody to retain the AEW TNT Championship over Darby Allin. I think Team Taz will get involved and cost Darby the match, continuing their feud. And I got Kenny Omega winning the tournament, becoming the number one contender to the AEW World Title. And we'll see what happens after on the Veterans Day edition of AEW, the Aftermath. What we'll see as we're going to lead into the rest of this month, going into December, and going into January, and going into part of February, where I think the next pay-per-view will be Revolution 2. And we'll see what happens with that. Unless something comes up before then, but we'll see. So that's my predictions. And that's it. So we're going to finish up with the chat. And that's it. All right, we got the Insanity Plex, my good buddy. He says, "What's up, Gilly? The Sky, that's what's up." That's pretty much all I got to say about that. So that's what's up. Are you doing a live watch along during Full Gear? No. I will be at work during Full Gear. I know Full Gear starts at 8. With a buy-in starts I think at 7 or 7:30. Then Full Gear starts at 8. I will be at work. I will not be home until probably I would say probably about 10:30, 11. So I'll probably catch the end of it. With this pay-per-view, probably end by 12. I have no idea why, but because most of the matches will be like 15, 20, maybe 30 minutes. I think the Elite Deletion might be like 25, 30 minutes, maybe 45 at most. I don't know, but it's gonna be a long match. Kenny and Adam Page will probably go about 20 minutes, maybe 25. FTR and the Bucks will probably go about 25 minutes, maybe a half hour. Cody and Darby will probably go 15, 20 minutes. And like I said, most of the other matches will probably go 10 to 25 minutes at most. So I think they'll get maybe 3 hours in. So they'll probably end around 11, maybe before 12. So I'll probably catch the end of it. And then after that, I'll do my review. So I will be doing a review tomorrow night. Somewhere around 12, maybe 1 o'clock, because I got to come home and eat and then be with you-know-who. But, but I'm going to watch the pay-per-view in the other room, so. And then I'm going to, after the pay-per-view's over, I'm going to be, I'll do the review, we'll talk about the pay-per-view. Hopefully I have a big, not a big chat, but a pretty good-sized chat, but we'll see what happens with that. And we'll get there. And we'll talk about it. So I will not be doing a live watch along. I don't have much time to do a watch along, especially with the time limit I have on StreamYard. So, but we'll see what happens with that. And plus, most of the time, most pay-per-views, I'm either probably working or I just don't want to do it. So that's all I got to say about that. Maybe one day if I have the money and I can go further on StreamYard, go unlimited. And I don't want to pay 20 something a month. I really don't have the patience and the money for it, because I got to pay a lot of bills myself. So that's that. And that's it. The Insanity Plex. Pac is going to show up and cost Eddie the match. That could happen. And then Pac versus Moxley, maybe, unless they want to go with Pac trying to be the number one contender, and then after Kenny wins it, they have Kenny versus Pac, maybe at Revolution, and then Kenny obviously wins. I really don't think Pac's World Championship material, but but I do see Pac coming back. I just don't know when. We saw that vignette this past Wednesday, so he's definitely coming back. Just don't know when. So maybe it could happen tomorrow night. Pac could cost Eddie Kingston a match, and then Eddie Kingston and Pac have a feud. And we'll see what happens with that. But that's a pretty interesting idea. So we'll see what happens with that, and that's all I gotta say about that. All right, everybody, thank you for watching this video. I'm going to edit it up and then go to bed because I gotta work tomorrow, and gotta make the money you wish you fucking had. And that's that. So thank you for watching. Leave me your predictions down below in the comment section of the video. Or you can do, if you want, you can do your own prediction video. Maybe send it to me. Maybe I'll watch it for you. Watch it. It is what it is. And that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, you can leave it down below in the comment section of the video, or hit me up via Facebook. Just type in Peter Gilmore. You'll find me somewhere on Facebook. Or your best bet, hit me up via Twitter at the Twitter link down below in the description box. Follow me on Twitter, mostly on Twitter. Sometimes I'm on doing mostly be on doing Raw. I may be on Twitter tomorrow night during the end of Full Gear. We'll see. And then Raw, maybe AEW on Wednesday, depending if I have to work. I'm off, but I have to keep the day open, my schedule open just in case they call me in. So Wednesday AEW is up in the air. I'll probably tweet along as I watch along with AEW, and I'm not gonna do that with NXT because I'm not gonna watch both of them at the same time and then go back and forth. I'm not gonna do that. And then I work Friday, so SmackDown is not gonna happen with tweeting along with SmackDown unless I'm on my break, which would probably be somewhere around between 8 and 9. So around the end of the first hour to maybe the beginning to near the end of the show. But we'll see what happens with that. So hit me up via Twitter with your questions and concerns, your comments, and all that other good stuff. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Go to sleep, everybody, if you're in the Northeast. If you're in the West, continue to watch Fox News. No, I'm just kidding. This fucking election is just fucking crazy. It is fucking crazy, man. Now, Biden's ahead in Georgia and Pennsylvania. He basically got the presidency wrapped up. They're just still counting ballots. Trump's trying to sabotage the whole thing. He's doing whatever he can. It basically is voter fraud. It makes no sense how Biden got 1,000 or 100,000 votes in the span of an hour in Michigan. That's how he won Michigan, or he came back to catch up to Trump in Michigan. He's doing the same. It's basically the same thing in Georgia, same thing in Pennsylvania, and basically he won Arizona. Probably win Nevada. So he basically got the presidency wrapped up, but Trump's filing lawsuits and injunctions, and there was a story that and I think it was in Pennsylvania. That some of the ballots were there was a glitch in the machine, so some of the ballots got fucked up. So yeah. So there's a lot of voter fraud. This election will probably never end. And Biden's doing he did a press conference in Delaware with Kamala Harris. I didn't watch it. I didn't care. He's a fucking cheater. It is what it is. But like, I agree. The election is a scam. It really is. It is just a big fucking headache, and we'll probably never know. But I don't think we'll have a president by the end of the year. Right, this is going. I think they're gonna still count. They're gonna recount over the next week or two, probably through Thanksgiving, maybe into December, and who knows? This with the injunctions and the recounts and this and that, the lawsuits and all the bullshit. Like I said, I don't think we'll have a president till maybe January. By the time January 20th comes, which is I think January 20th, which is basically when the new president is inaugurated. Probably by inauguration day, Trump will still be there, and Biden was like, "Get the fuck out," and Trump was like, "No, I'm not getting out. You cheated." So this thing could go on for months. And all the other countries are like laughing their fucking asses off at us. Russia, China, especially China. China's just ready to fucking launch those nuclear weapons at us. We know Biden wins. He's fucking America. We're fucked. We're gonna have civil war. We're gonna have probably World War III. People are gonna be dying. And, the coronavirus, this fucking virus is still gonna be around, and we'll never see a fucking cure because I don't think Biden's gonna do anything about it, except lock down the fucking country, which will fucking suck. Except for guys like me who have to work. We're essential workers. That's what all be working. Everybody will be home. They can't pay their bills and they can't do anything. So we're gonna get civil unrest. No stimulus checks. Mitch McConnell said that when we finally get a winner, we're gonna get a stimulus check. If Biden wins, like right after that, we're gonna get the stimulus check. So it might be December at this point, maybe January. A lot of people are waiting for that damn check. So I don't know. I have no idea what's going to happen in the next few days. We don't have a winner as of tonight, but it's really leaning towards Biden and Kamala Harris to win. But Nancy Pelosi is salivating at the mouth. She wants to get fucking rid of Biden. So Kamala Harris can be the first woman president, and nobody wants that. Because then there'll be even more civil unrest and riots and protests, and it'll just be utter fucking chaos. So get ready for a socialist United States of America, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to live in a socialist economy. We're going to have socialism in the United States. Fuck democracy. What is democracy? It's gonna be non-existent if Biden wins. We're fucked. Like I said on my rant video, which you can watch on the PG Rants channel, which is getting close to 250 hits in a span of almost 3 days. So keep that going. Keep that, keep smashing that like button to death, and keep that view count going up. Let's get it up to like 500, maybe get it, make it go viral and get it to 1,000 maybe, but we'll see. But yeah, this fucking election is fucked up, and I don't see an end to it. I don't see an end. Trump is going to call Lashley in the Biden. He probably could. We'll have WrestleMania 23 all over again. Biden will bring in Vince McMahon or Umaga, and then Lashley will beat Umaga, and Sleepy Joe will have his head shaved bald, or maybe Kamala Harris and just get her ass fucked. I don't know. I'm just being funny, but it is what it is. But yeah, this election it's just fucked up. It's just fucked up. And I don't even think I I don't even think we're gonna get a winner by the weekend, but it's getting closer and closer to Biden winning. He's got 264 electoral votes. Trump has 214. Trump is leading only North Carolina by like 70,000 votes. Everywhere else, Biden's winning by like 20,000, about 15 to 40,000 votes. Because of all those absentee ballots and all those mail-in votes, which all went to fucking Biden. Conspiracy much? That's what I think. I think this is all conspiracy. That Trump's getting fucked. And all these Trump supporters are doing all these riots, and the Democrats like, oh, Trump is a bitch, this and that. And all the Trump supporters are fucking idiots, and Trump sabotaging it. Well, really, I think this whole mail-in ballot shit should have never happened. I mean, they should just go to your fucking voting station, vote. Voting the early voting I'm okay with. Because they could count the ballot. I mean, when that's done, and then when the real election happened, they can go, start out with the early ballots and then go into the election day ballots. So we can have a better winner by then. We can have a winner, that night or the night after, instead of just going day after day, counting ballot after ballot and finding ballots that are in a dumpster somewhere. It's fucking insane. It is fucking insane, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. But, and like I said, I don't think we're going to get a winner this weekend. Probably not even next week. Because, if they make it official that Biden wins, Trump is going to want to recount. There's going to be recounts. There's going to be definitely in Michigan. Definitely in Michigan, like I said, with a glitch in the machine. I think it was like 46,000 of 83,000 ballots were all fucked up. So they're going to be all discarded, I think. I don't know what's going to happen with that. At this point, they might even freaking redo this fucking election. And then we'll have to go back to the polls and then redo this whole thing again. And there'll be more absentee ballots and more mail-in ballots. Which I don't even think should happen. I think you just go to the polls and fucking vote. Fuck the mail-in ballot. Except, I could deal with the military ballots. And all of them went for Trump. So all the militaries vote for Trump. So Trump got that in the bag. But all these mail-in ballots are going to Biden, which fucking is insane. Because Trump didn't want it. Trump trying everything to stop it, especially in Pennsylvania. But, he filed a lawsuit in Pennsylvania. That didn't go through. So basically, he probably is going to lose Pennsylvania. And he loses that, forget it. He's done. There's no way he's getting 270. So it looks like, the way it looks like, it's going to be Joe Biden as our 46th president. Which fucking sucks. But we got to learn, as Ric Flair said, good old mighty Ric Flair. You may not like it, but you got to learn to live with it. So we're going to have to learn to live with Kamala Harris as the first female vice president. We're going to have to live with Joe Biden being our president. We're going to have to live with the economy crashing even further down the toilet. And the coronavirus just going completely berserk this winter. There's no end in sight. No end in sight. We probably won't have concerts until 2023 at this point. Maybe, I don't think 2022. So all the concerts are probably that are being set up next year. Some of them not Ozzy. Ozzy's for 2022, I think. But for Motionless in White has one. Metallica has one. I think Slipknot's on a tour. So most of them probably be canceled till 2022. WrestleMania 37. I don't know if it's going to be in an arena or it's going to be at Raymond J Stadium. It's not going to have a lot of people. At most 15,000. They're saying. So I would just put them in the arena, where the Tampa Bay Lightning play, and have WrestleMania there, and have 15,000 fans socially distanced apart. Of course, you do that. I don't think it's gonna be a 2-day. I really don't think it's gonna be a 2-day event, but you never know. I know. Wrestle Kingdom 15 is gonna be 2 nights. They said it already, so who knows what if WrestleMania is gonna do that next year. I don't think they should, because it's gonna be just insane. In the WrestleMania this year wasn't even that good with night 1 and 2. So who knows? Probably won't get a lot of people at the Super Bowl down in Miami. Oh no, in Tampa Bay, I should say. Probably won't get a lot of people. Maybe 15, 25,000 at most. Florida is wide open right now. We got 100%. They can just go anywhere. That's why you see people in Jacksonville doing the Jaguars games. You see people at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers games. You see people at the Miami Dolphins games. So I don't think, especially for the Super Bowl, which is a big thing, I would say 20, 25,000. I don't think it's going to go above 25,000. I don't think so. 25 at most. I don't think they're not going to go 50,000. They're not going to go 75. They're not going to sell that thing out. No, not even close. If WrestleMania is going to do 15,000, I can expect the Super Bowl to do 15 to 25,000, maybe 30,000 at most. But all socially distanced, and those ticket prices are going to be astronomical. And that's all I can say about that. All right, everybody, thank you for watching this video. Check out the video. Share the video with your friends. Hit that like button down below and share the video all over the internet. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and all my other channels down below. And don't forget to tap that bell and turn on all my notifications so you never ever miss an upload. And that's pretty much all I can say about that. All right, everybody, thank you for watching episode 182 of the Gilmore Chronicles. I'm going to edit this video up and then go to bed. And maybe have a late night, probably a drink, maybe a late night drink, and then I'm gonna go to sleep. Got to work tomorrow in the late afternoon. Get through that. Couple hours of work, about 6 hours, 5.5, 6 hours. Not bad. Let me go by hopefully real quick, and I'll probably be home about 10:30, 10:45. Probably catch the end of Full Gear. Probably maybe watch Joe Cronin's watch along or something like that. Maybe I'll watch a watch along during that time while I'm watching it. So we'll see what happens with that. And then tomorrow night we got your Full Gear review. Talk about the show, talk about the matches, what might come out of those matches as we go into Wednesday night on Dynamite. And that's pretty much it. And that's that. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. I will do my SmackDown review on Sunday. So I want to get my Full Gear review out tomorrow. So Sunday, you'll get your SmackDown review and your NXT review. So becoming a little bit late. And then on Monday, right after Raw, you got your Monday Night Raw review at its usual time. Right, probably like an hour or so after Raw goes off the air. Start off the new week, and that's pretty much it. So thank you for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. Peace out. Rock on. Fuck Joe Biden. And go Trump. And that's all I got to say about that. But like I said, fuck this election. But you knew that already. Fuck this election. And that's all I got to say about that. Fuck the election. Fuck the revival. Fuck the election. And that's all I got to say about that. Thank you for watching. I'm out. Peace! bitches.